What's up, everybody? Eric here again, back at it, traveling trading. So I'm making this video here for you guys. Was gonna go ahead and just give it to those who were like, in the chat room and trading alerts and like that. But I figured, hey, what the heck? Don't want anybody having an excuse. So I'm just quickly making this video because it came to my attention, speaking with some other traders, that this would be very helpful and insightful for those who are like starting out and things like that. So I'm gonna show you guys some of the things that they've actually shown me, which is basically how to get the alerts for free or really without coming out of your pocket and letting it pay for itself, okay? So this is what this video entails. If it's not going to be something that you need to know, move on to the next thing, all right? So let's get it started here. Now, the first thing we would like to kind of recap, of course, is just the objective. What I want you guys to do is to know basically how to get the alerts for free or AKA get them to pay for themselves or really just discover some new ways to overcome the perceived financial barrier of I can't afford to have, the edge or, you know, anything that can benefit me to make more money. I don't want to make this investment come out of pocket. So we're going to just change that perception for you a little bit here, okay? Because it's very important. So first thing I want you guys to understand, of course, with being able to get the alerts pay for themselves, I mean, really, it's just a mindset shift. That's all it really is. It's because you gotta understand, unfortunately, like, the ins and outs of things that you pay for. Another thing that you gotta do, some people, they'll find a way, they'll do the work, like of making the effort to make it to where things are much more easier. And of course, you gotta commit to it. Where there's a will, there's a way. There's no way to get the alerts pay for themselves if you don't even actually try to put the effort into doing so. So, that's one thing that you need to start off. We're going to reframe the way you're thinking about your cost as a trader, particularly in this case of the alerts. All right. So, one good way that one of the traders I was speaking with kind of told me what they did was they cut some of their expenses, which was pretty smart. First and foremost, I suggest if you're going to be doing something like that, obviously you should do a budget. And what this one particular trader did was made their budget and found some miscellaneous things to get rid of, which is a pretty good idea too. You should be probably doing that anyway, just as good, healthy financial practice, or even replace the current things that you're doing with more productive things. Another way another trader was able to afford the alerts was he made cuts and discounts from his service, which is pretty smart. So we'll talk about that too as well too. But let's kind of first talk about the budget thing. So one of the traders, he had some subscription, I forgot what it was, to some service. But anyways, the service he had was like 80 bucks a month. For something that he does like outdoors, whatever, but he doesn't even really do it that much anymore. And so he ended up just kind of cutting that and shifting the cost that he had for that without changing his budget into trading because this is his new interest, his new hobby, what he's focusing on doing. So he basically just replaced one thing for the other, which is pretty smart to do. I tell everyone, hey, look at, what are some of the things that you're spending money on now? Do you need Netflix? Is that producing anything for you? No, it's just you're consuming there at that point, right? Do you need all these other subscriptions? Or hey, can you cut out, you know, have an extra beer or two? That might help out. That's cutting a drink at the bar might alone save you about 30 bucks, which of course, I mean, think about the things throughout a daily basis that you spend $30 on every month, $40 on every month, or 50 bucks on every month. A lot of those things that you probably could do without with a little bit of discipline, which you need in the market anyways to be successful, would probably benefit you to switch that to something more productive that's designed to help you make money. Another thing that one of the other traders said he did was he changed up one of his servers. So apparently he had I think he switched up his phone bill, he said. So he was paying like 200 to 300 bucks a month for his phone bill, which was crazy. And so he kind of shopped around for some different plans and spoke with some of the carriers and got like different discounts. And he actually ended up switching a plan, which saved him like, I think he said 190 bucks a month, which is pretty cool. I mean, that alone practically pays for like 6 months of like having alerts and things like that. So cutting expenses is a really good way to be able to just basically get your alerts for free without shifting, the way your income is now, which is pretty smart. So that's something to consider, that I like to tell everyone. Another thing some traders do, a little side hustle, remote job, something that can, give you some extra income. I mean, you probably should be doing that either way, anyways. And basically using that not only just as like your monies to pay for your alerts, but use that as like your trading funds. Like trade with that capital in particular. Don't trade with anything else. And I teach you guys that in the course too. When it comes to your risk management, like you shouldn't be trading with money that you need to lose or use for bills. This should be extra money that you're utilizing. So you could do things like Rover. One of the traders said that he just pet sits. That's it. He say I think he's pet sits like 3 or 4 dogs, and he makes like an extra $400 every month. He's like that's his trading fund, and he's grown that quite a bit too. Especially, he said I just use that to pay for the alerts, and then just go from there. So that's a pretty smart idea. I mean, some people DoorDash, you can do Uber, Swimply, rent out your pool, you can babysit, be a medical service courier. I mean, all those things are really good side hustles to have money and do like on your spare time is really flexible. So those are some good ideas of how to practically let the alerts pay for themselves because you're going to definitely make more than what it even costs to have alerts for trading anyway. So that's another good idea, I think, that would help out some of you traders there. Or you can do other quick side hustles. There's these other ones where you can basically kind of like go out and just like take pictures of properties and things like that. Here's a list of like some companies that some other traders tell me about where they're like doing land surveying or, little things like that. So check out some of those, places. Good little side hustles as well too. Just wanted you guys to have that because they put me on to. I mean, I don't need it. I'm already busy with a million and one things. But for other people, you don't need no like any kind of degrees and like that. You just kind of sign up for it, see what's in your area, complete the task, boom. So you do like one of those every month. I mean, they're going to pay you like 30, 40, $50, for just one trip out there to take a picture of a property or something like that. So boom, there you go. It takes like what, maybe depending on your location, it might take you like, 15, 20 minutes to get there. So boom, you pay for a whole month of service. Pretty cool side hustle. Thought that was interesting. Um, Another cool thing this one trader does, he said he uses like gifts and rewards. So that was a pretty smart idea. Um, he gets well, one trader he utilizes I forgot what the name of the app is, but it's an app that pays him out for like taking pictures of his receipts or whatever. And he's like, I just shift the money that I get from that towards paying for the alerts because it covers everything. And I'm already making purchases throughout the day anyways. I thought, oh, that's pretty smart actually. So he's like, definitely making more than $30. Or some people do like quick little surveys and things like that. Sell some old items that you're not even using. You got to learn to be more productive with your money, was what I'm basically getting at there too, right? Is that if you have old items that you're not using, go ahead and sell them. That stuff pays for the alerts too. One trader said he sold like 3 old bikes he had in his garage he wasn't using. Got those sold for like, I think he said like $100 or something like that for all 3 of them. I mean, that's pretty cool. So little things like that can definitely help out. You can do recommendations or referrals. You guys know you can sign up for an affiliate for traveling trading. I think it's two traders actually. I know that they've had so many referrals into the alerts that they practically pay for their alerts basically, which is pretty cool. Or you can get like money from recommendations like Webull, Robinhood, Moomoo, all those other trading platforms, and just other things in general. Not just trading. You get you know money and referrals, recommendations, and payouts through that. Doing that can pay for the alerts as well too, which is pretty cool. So something to keep in mind there. And then this is probably the most, I would say, not the easiest one, but the smartest one and the most hands-off one is finding stocks that can pay you out cycles once every month, you know. Um, so you can like find different stock selections that are doing monthly payouts and dividends. And we're actually going to talk about some of those. These are kind of like my recommendations, but not financial advice. What I would do if I had the funds, kind of thing. So we're going to kind of talk about those. I'm not even going to gatekeep. I'm going to go over the stocks that I'm talking about here that'll basically pay out, monthly dividends equivalent to your subscription to alerts, which is pretty cool. That's really like the bulk of this here. So just wanted to give you guys those other ideas to kind of let you, throw around your mind and decide, what could benefit you. But let's get into the nitty gritty. So these are some of the stocks that I recommend might be, you know, good to let your money sit there and park and pay you out every month there. Again, not financial advice. Obviously, the market changes and we've seen how the market has been lately. So keep that in mind. But these are some of the best monthly paying out dividends and the amount you need to invest in it to pretty much cover your alerts, whether you're doing like the bottom tier alerts or if you're doing like the higher tier alerts, it pretty much will cover that for you. So JEPI, a good dividend paying out stock, um, one of the best ones. If you wanted to invest in that one, anywhere between $4,600 and $7,600, just park there in that stock should pay you out monthly dividends that could cover the alerts. Okay, provided of course the price of the alerts don't change, which they should. Then there's JEPQ, $4,300 to $7,100 there. You park that money there, let it sit there, don't touch it, just let it pay you out every month, every month. You're gonna get the equivalent to what the costs are. So now your money's working for you. You can do RYLD. That's one of the more of a cheaper one. It's a higher paying dividend yield stock, but again, you're just parking your money there. 3,150 bucks, anywhere between 50 to 50. That'll cover the alerts cost for you. And this, of course, again, is just as of 2026. Again, market changes all the time. Don't know how long it is or when you're watching this video, but that's just an idea. O is a really good stock. I actually had this in my long-term portfolio. I like this stock a lot, but it's anywhere between 6,900 to 1,100 or $11,500 should be able to cover the cost of your alerts. Okay, so another good recommendation there. And one of the new kids on the block, SCHD, 6,500 between 10,500 should be able to cover monthly dividend payouts of you trading the alerts. Okay, so that's just my recommendations. Any one of those, that you just park some money in. So basically, we're between like 3,100 bucks and what, almost 12 grand. Park that in one of these bad boys. Let it pay you out month after month after month, and that payout should be able to cover your alerts. Now you got your alerts for free. Pretty simple. Okay. But bottom line, guys, is I pretty much gave you like all the routes that are there that you can utilize and think about to be able to cover cost of your alerts. So you don't have to worry about that. You're just basically spending your time in the market, focusing on being a better trader. So you got different ways to get the alerts. You got ways to get it with no money out of your pocket. You can do referrals. You can be an affiliate, sign people up for things. You can do it without disrupting your current money. You can look to cut some expenses, get rid of Netflix, whatever the heck you're using that isn't really benefiting you, replace it with something that is. You can do side hustles, get more money, increase your income. That's another way to cover it. It's not that much to make, 30 bucks a month or something like that. Pretty simple. Or if you currently have funds that you're not using or just have saved up, park it in a dividend paying stock, let that thing pay you out every month, and that monthly dividend will cover the cost of, your alerts. Again, this isn't factoring any kind of tax or anything like that, but again, general aspect is covering that. So guys, you have no excuse not to at least have this edge and being able to notify yourself and know, hey, what is in play, what isn't in play, put you ahead of the game and have that advantage in the markets, okay? That's pretty much it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Got any questions, let me know. But other than that, stay green.